And hello, fellow raiders. Welcome to another raid video. And today we're going to be doing something I don't do very often, which is looking at a single champion, Taya. Taya is an epic you get from the Doom Tower. She is the 6th epic in the line. That means you're going to be doing 17 to 18-ish rotations of the Doom Tower before finally acquiring or being able to acquire Taya. During the Gaia's Fusion, I pulled her out because I thought she might be interesting. So let's have a look at her. Also, I'm making this because I can't find any other videos on Taya, so uh, mostly people just kind of look at her kit and that's done. Uh, I think Boomer might have had a video where she was doing a run with her, but that's about it. So let's talk about her skills first. And she is a single target attack poisoner slash activator. So in the order in which she does her turns on default, she will lead with this attack, placing 3 poisons. 3 hits, 3 poisons. It can be resisted, so I built her with a fair amount of accuracy. You're going to hit 3 times, land 3 poisons, and then she's going to follow it up with Blood Boil, and it will activate those poison and HP burn debuffs on the target. This is what I found interesting about her enough to pull her out of fragments, build her, and see what shenanigans she can get up to. Because the activation abilities, or the poison and HP burn activations, is still a relatively rare ability on champions at this point in the game, even though we're over 3 years in. And then her A1 is a decreased decreased accuracy debuff. Really simple attack. Her aura is increasing accuracy in all battles. That's not bad. Usually these guys get pigeonholed into Doom Tower auras. I'm glad this one is actually an all battles aura. As far as how I chose to build her, I thought I'd just go with the poison set, default poison theme. I don't actually have much in the way of poison set gear. I don't keep most of it. As you can see, these are relatively high quality pieces, and then I threw an accuracy set in with some tankiness. Gave her some crit just to see what her damage might be, and speed and accuracy. Speed accuracy, baseline crit. Not a ton of crit damage, but I stuck some in on the amulet. And basically an HP ring just to make sure she doesn't fall over. She is quite squishy. She's almost level 60 on my account. If you know how I level champions, I kind of slow roast them pretty much. As far as masteries go, I haven't actually filled them out yet, but I would recommend support tree mostly. This one, these two, and these two. I would recommend heavy support for the extra debuff times and debuff chances, because that's basically your kit. You can go offense or defense, depending on what you want to build her for. If you just want a generic build, I would just go straight up to War Master here. I haven't really decided where I'm going to slot this champion at yet, so I'm holding off on her masteries, but she works fine for demonstration without them. And then I do want to note a couple of comparable champions, since it does take a very long time to fetch this lady. Who else is out there? There are 3 notable champions. First is Dark Gale. Dark Gale, you get 4th, I believe, in the Doom Tower rotation, so you get him a full 6 months earlier if you are full clearing normal. And he also does a similar poison activation, but only 2 poisons or 1 poison, 1 HP burn debuff on his A1. So that's something to consider or to compare when building a team. He'll also do AoE, decreased attack, and increased durations, and he will also throw. Also, I think these place actually. This isn't an attack when I've been testing him out. So he is someone to consider as an alternative, but he has magic affinity, so affinity might be a problem. Another champion who is similar, who I have not built. I have him, but he's not someone I've been looking to build, is Venom Mage. Again, throws poisons on and can activate poisons on the A1. So if you want a poison activation champion, you have those three to choose from. And then the champion that I feel is most similar to Taya's kit would be Anax. Anax is very similar in terms of what they bring to the table. Anax brings a decreased defense on the A1, which Taya doesn't have, but again, decreased accuracy, poisons, and weaken. They're both single target attackers. You pretty much probably want these debuffs. These are kind of a bonus. And then he's got this awkward passive here. I use Anax for my Bommel composition. Why he's got kind of a mixture of resist and accuracy. He just sneaks in there and throws decreased accuracy poisons on the boss and tries not to die. All right, so let's go back to Taya. And as far as where I've tested her and used her, so clearly from her kit, not an arena champion. She doesn't hit particularly hard, at least not in this setup. She's just kind of she's mostly focused on the poisons. Her multipliers aren't too bad. I think they were kind of middle of the road for an epic. I just don't have her in the gear to do the raw damage on her skills. I'm mostly looking to try to get the 350-ish accuracy for things like Doom Tower bosses specifically. But I think her place is not in the arena. Maybe for a boss like Bommel. You can use her like on the dragon if you need if you're going the poison route, poison slash HP burn route. She will do the activation for you with her blood boil. She has a number of possibilities on the clan boss, and I've always been curious about if you can actually cycle enough of these triggering abilities to burn through poison debuffs as fast as you apply them. The 10 debuff limit is kind of a big problem because she does 5 debuffs all by herself, decrease accuracy, heal reduction, and 3 poisons. So out of your team of 5, she's going to take up half of your slots if she's just running wild. Then I was using her in a poison set, so she can do even more slots of debuff poisons. And then the place where I haven't really done any testing yet on her, where I think she might be even the most effective, are 21 plus dungeons. Places where you're looking to just poison the enemy and let the poison ticks do their thing. Instead of having to wait for the boss to take a turn, though, you can let her cycle and do the blood boil ability. Between her and Dark Hill, there might be some interesting possibilities there. As far as why did I even bother building her? Well, this past week we had a dragon tournament for the Shadowkin. I ended up using this team, and this team did okay. Like I recently pulled a Riho from the guaranteed shard event, and I thought, we'll give this a try. So we'll do a run just to see her in action, and that will be the end of the video. If I discover more interesting things to do with Taya in the future, I will let you know. make a follow-up video. Star of the show here is probably going to be Ninja. Ninja's an excellent champion you can't get anymore. There's a blood boil ability. A ton of damage single target, but single target doesn't clear waves very well. I found that with the Shadowkin challenge between Taragi and Riho, nothing's gonna die here. Well, I should take that back. I've built Taragi in a Guardian set, so even if his ally protection is not available, everyone's getting the passive protection from the Guardian set. So Genzen here is the weak affinity. These guys will, if they get free, will attack Genzen. Genzen can take one crit hit and not die thanks to the Guardian set. Meanwhile, Ninja and Taya beat down on the waves. And Rio helps every once in a while. So the fun part will begin once we get to the dragon, and we can start applying those interesting debuffs. So Ninja brings the HP burn, Taya brings the poisons. Taraki also can bring poisons when he's hit. He's got a chance to apply poisons. And then Taya's blood boil will trigger them, which she just used when there was nothing on the boss, but that's okay. I mentioned I built Taya in a poison set. That's not a great set for her. If you can swing it, I would say Relentless might even be a much better set just to speed up the cycling. There's the HP burn, there's the poisons. His next one should be Blood Boil. There it is. All the poisons disappear, and a bunch of damage happens to the dragon. So this team was specifically done for Shadowkin. There are some changes you can make to make it be much more interesting to do as far as ripping the poisons off. Said Dark Hail and Venom Major options. Then you just need speed and turn meter to go a lot faster than the dragon. Not a super fast run, but this did very well in terms of achieving the Shadowkin Dragon tournament. It came in second, I believe. It's still up. I don't think it's still up. You can check real fast. Hope it's gone. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at Taya, and I will see you guys next time.